Alright, cool. This is episode 8 of Tea Thursdays. We have 2 guests here, Andrew and Lauren.
So Thursday. Oh, is this supposed to be Thursday night?
Yeah, it's supposed to be Thursday night. I release the video every Thursday. Just completely already ruined the episode 2 seconds in. Wait, so do you like bidets over regular toilets? Yeah, I actually do. I've never actually used one, but I was looking on Amazon. You can get one for like $400.
Why the fuck were you looking at that?
I was only looking it up yesterday. You can install it for only
bougie
$400.
That's some Kevin shit.
Yeah, I know. You were looking at it. You were looking at them yesterday?
Yeah, yesterday. Like very, very coincidental. It was actually yesterday.
I can't tell you how much time I've spent like looking at like really nice bathrooms and really nice homes, but I've never actually been like, I wonder about a bidet. I was like,
no, because I always heard about it. I was like, yeah, I wonder how much it costs to install.
So
one.
you were just thinking about buying one without even trying it out?
No, I just wanted to see how much
Buy
it
one.
costs. I wasn't gonna buy one because then I have to actually set up the plumbing, like get it like wired up.
you actually gotta let it spray you in the butt, you know?
Most awkward thing that's happened to you in a public restroom or that you did?
The weirdest one that happened to me was I was like taking a shit and I don't know what building or where I was, but somebody's child just crawls underneath the door and I just hear the parent go, "Hey, no!" And I just leg and pulls him back. And I just went like, this, like, what the fuck?
Oh shit.
And they're like, "I'm so sorry." And
Oh my god. Alright, so weirdest socks I own. I mean these are, my brother got me these, but they're not that
Beavis
weird.
and Butthead.
Yeah, the Beavis and Butthead, but I have a pair of socks. So at lacrosse practice, it's apparently not cool to wear ankle socks. So I used to get made fun of at practice for wearing ankle socks until I bought, you know, the calf socks or whatever. But the point is you buy the calf socks, but then, or like the quarter calf or whatever, but then you squish them, you like push them down. It's like, what's the fucking point of having long socks? You're gonna pull them up knee highs, thigh highs in practice, bro. No, one of the, I don't have like, everyone wears like, you know, normal white, and then you, of course, you gotta match like the cleats you have to the socks, to the shorts that you're like legit.
Nike.
Yeah, but no, my head ass, I wear these, and then I also have, my weirdest ones are, I have like some Tapatio socks, you know, Tapatio the hot socks.
Yeah.
Yes.
I
Yes,
have weird
Ranger
socks.
socks.
Yeah, but those are my weirdest ones. My mom made socks for me for Christmas online. It's a picture of my, like a close-up shot of Ranger's face, and he just looks awful. And it's him like plastered all over the socks, and I wear those things to practice. And I can't tell you how many times I've gotten like, are those a dog? Yeah. And then they ask like, is that your dog? And I'm like, yes. And like, oh, no way. And then of course, Michael always interjects, that's the whitest fucking thing I've ever seen. It's like, what is, oh my god, you know, like, I guess I need some more champ though, that's my next, is my fat ass cat, yeah.
Alright, most embarrassing travel story. This was when I went to Europe with other classmates during high school with my German class. And we were in Austria and we were headed to lunch, but we were walking down the side of the road to get there. And there was like this outdoor restaurant or whatever, and people were sitting outside, and I was crossing by. I was a little ahead of the group, just walking, and then I see someone, like a waitress with a plate of what looked like just samples of something, like something sweet, some kind of candy. And so I look over to my right, and I was like, "Oh, sweet, thank you." And I took one, and I look to my left, and there's just this couple like staring at me because the waitress gave me like this weird look, and I look over them, and I was like, "I'm so sorry," and I just like
Just ran away.
I just ran, started speaking.
What was it?
There. It was like some funnel cake type, like finger food snack. I just ate your food.
They're like fucking Americans.
Yeah, so that was definitely the most embarrassing thing to happen. My friends were just like straight up laughing.
If you were to make a sandwich, how do you make a sandwich? A sandwich.
Like any sandwich.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be a basic sandwich, like any sandwich. Like, how do you make a sandwich?
I'd probably do a banh mi actually. So you get like this French roll, then you kind of like either you cut it in half or you heat it up before. It doesn't really matter. So cut it in half and you load it with your meats, whatever. So like either salami, some form of pork, or like whatever you want, roast beef. Then you add your cheese on it and like white peppers, like soy sauce, and then either a little bit of mayonnaise. And then after you throw in the oven for like 5-10 minutes, get a little crispy, and then cut it in half. Pretty good meal. We had a roommate called, his name was Zach, who was here when Brent was at Tesla. Basically, his lunch or dinner, whatever meal, he would take some white bread and he'd take like a hot dog frame, just put it on top, and then nuke it in the microwave for like 30 seconds, a minute, and then he'd I think he also put cheese on top, and basically he would fold the white bread, and then that would be his dinner.
The thing was, like, before he used to have actual hot dog buns, and then one day I like noticed there weren't any hot dog buns like anymore, so I was like, oh shit, Zach's not gonna eat today. What is he gonna do? And then I'm sitting in the kitchen watching him walk in to see to have him realize that he's fucking out of hot dog buns. So then he sees his loaf of white bread and his hot dogs, and he proceeds to go open the fridge, grab the hot dogs. Didn't skip a beat. I was like, yo, is this man really about to do what I think he's gonna do? So then, he wraps the hot dog with the fucking white bread and throws it in. I'm just like.
So the reason I asked that question was I found out that my neighbor, apparently I was talking to him one night when I was studying. I went on a study break because I could hear him working in his garage, and I found out that he used to be a dating coach. As odd as that sounds, I didn't believe him, so I started talking to him about it and see what he knew. And we kind of aligned. He had all the good theories, it makes sense and everything. But he was explaining how he, not picking up chicks, but how he would get to know people really fast, And one of the things he said is the best question you can ask anybody. He said I do it to guys too. Is just if you want to figure out who they really are, how they really act, just ask them how they make a sandwich. And by the way, it's not about how what they actually make a sandwich out of, but it's how they answer the question. You can learn a lot about a person. So if somebody's oh, I don't eat sandwiches or something, you can pick up on that, but it's if they're really particular about how they make their sandwiches, you can realize that they're maybe a little type A, or they're just careless. They're oh, I just, slap some meat between some bread, and you can already start to pick up on more than just about how they make their sandwich, but if they're rebellious or if they're really conformative or, if they, particular.
Most annoying trip you've been on?
This one was kind of just a micro annoyance, but this is back at the United Airlines internship, and me and the other interns, we flew to Frankfurt, Germany. I don't know, it was cheap, so we flew there, and there's just really nothing to do in that town. It's just this financial district with a bunch of weird people in the city. We walked past some guys shooting heroin and themselves and stuff like that.
She got really fast.
People would approach us because they can see we're travelers. We tried going to some clubs that night. It was Saturday night there, and we thought it was similar to how it is here in the States, but apparently clubs don't open up till 4 a.m. there. Yeah. And we were there 1 a.m. or something like that, and they took it was €10 or something like that. We go down there and there's they didn't even say anything to us. They're yeah, come on. And there's no one in there. So we're no, we're not staying up till 4 a.m. after the bartender explained it to us, and so we just went to some museum the next day, and that weekend was just a total bust, and I was oh, this fucking sucks. I'm never coming to Frankfurt, Germany again.
Damn. Now you see why the tickets are cheap.
Yeah, and
craziest, funniest thing that's ever happened to you while you were on a sports team?
This is a track story. So I was not to toot my own horn, but I was pretty fast in high school. I was no lie, I was the fastest runner on the girls' varsity team. Right.
Let's say around the block.
Around the block, I was the fastest. No. So this was senior year, and we were running the 4x2. So everyone runs a 200, and I was in a lot of relays. So it's we're all running together, and I was third leg, and I was handing off to our anchor girl.
Yeah.
And so we were doing pretty, we were probably in second place during the race, and I handed it off to the anchor girl, and she just wasn't trying very hard, and we were in second place, and to me it just seemed like she was jogging, and I was really pissed, and I just ran my ass off, and I just see her and she's just like, and so I was really pissed and I went straight to my coach and I kind of just started cussing him out right in front of everybody.
Oh.
And I was like, why the fuck did you put her as anchor? Like, we're like running our asses off, like we worked so hard and you put her as anchor, like what the fuck? And this was in front of like a lot of coaches too, other school coaches.
Oh shit.
And like, cause it was like our own, like it was like Cougar Relay, so it was like our own meet and everything. So a lot of people were around, but I just went like off on like our coach, and he as soon as I like said the F word, he was like, whoa, okay, and he took me over because I was like really upset, and honestly like I didn't really get in trouble, but he was like, look, like you can't like talk to me like that way in front of like other people. But a lot of my other coaches, they like the other like guy coaches for like the boys team, they were like, dang, Quayer's got some fire in him. And they were, so I don't know, it was like I got away with like cussing out my freaking head track coach, and
Jeez.
so yeah, but like I think honestly like after that like a lot of people had like more respect for me, I guess, because I was like not taking any shit. I was like, why the fuck would you put this bitch as like anchor whenever she's not gonna try hard? No, and so yeah.
So what is your unique special skill? That's a good one. Kevin has a few special unique skills.
Does procrastination count?
That's pretty universal.
I make random noise. Yeah, I can't do it on the spot, but I make like random noises just occasionally. Like if I'm like frustrated, I like scream around like. Yeah, it's just stuff like that.
And before, when he was heavier, he could like do like I can do this. A 12 chins or something.
Oh god.
I can make like a horse noise, like with my cheek. I don't know. That's my only stupid skill.
I mean, mine would just be like double jointed on like both thumbs. So
Oh, what the heck? I
yeah.
can't do that. No.
Yeah. I can like move my pinky toe. That's, you know,
I think everyone
something.
can
Wow.
Is that by itself?
No, I can't do that.
No, I can't.
No.
I could hula hoop for like a very long time. Like I used to I was on like the hula hoop team in elementary.
There's a hula hoop team.
No,
Yeah.
but like
is
the
that?
hula like
It's like a
elementary.
Disney movie.
No, it's just,
Yeah,
like
coach there too. Yeah.
like no.
Why the fuck did you put this girl in that hula hoop?
No, but
You
like
yell at that
in
guy, too.
elementary school, there was like the hula hoop like contest team. We had one of those, and I don't know. I used to be so proud of it, and I could like hula hoop for probably an hour if like I could. Like I don't know, and I can like walk in a hula hoop. I can like run in a hula hoop like while it's going, and I can like go down on my knees on a hula hoop and then come back up. Still going.
Can you do like all the way to like your forehead and shit? Where it's like all the way down?
No. But yeah, I don't know. It's just like always like kind of weird, but I can hula hoop for a very long time.
But,
And you just got a bunch of new ideas for it. Alright, quick run the table, death row, last meal.
Mine is like corkscrew, moist brisket from Corkscrew Barbecue. the potato salad, the mac and cheese. I probably want to do like
It's so dangerous.
like chicken, like maybe like a chicken sandwich from Cullum's Out Girl. At least their fries. But probably Whataburger sweet tea. You know,
Yeah.
a Vietnamese coffee. Like a gallon of it. Like,
Yeah.
it's like,
You're gonna die.
it's a fucking IV. That's all. Actually, that's all I IV with.
I would probably have my mom make her spaghetti and eat that.
Spaghetti.
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 I do a bunch of like xiaolong bao, like as many as I could eat, just like as many as I could eat, and then dessert would just be as many like black sesame, like steamed buns as I can.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty good.
Damn. Mine would be like the Chinese stir-fried lobster
Oh yeah.
in this one restaurant in California called Seafood Cove. That was like my most favorite thing to eat, like when I was a kid. It'd be that. Yeah. It's fucking good.
I would want just a bunch of different types of foods because I really like bulgogi, and I'd probably want something cooked by Gordon Ramsay himself. That'd be a good last meal. And
What if Gordon Ramsay was your last meal?
Oh shit!
That's a
twist.
That's a twist. Yeah.
Was that all the questions?
Yeah, those
That's
are
pretty
pretty.
much all.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah.
This is going on.
Thank you, Andrew. Thank you, Lauren. And that concludes episode 8 of Tea Thursdays.
Adios.